seems like only yesterday I was the patient.
Lots have changed since then.
I'm glad you called me to pick you up.
Thank you for coming.
It's been a long time since I've had a chance to do anything for you. I wouldn't have missed that. I haven't heard from you for a while.
Well, things have just been so crazed.
Are you sure that's all it is?
What else would it be?
Well, I thought maybe you changed your mind about us getting to know each other again.
No, Mother, I still want that very much. You haven't changed your mind, have you?
No, no. In fact, I was thinking, why don't you come home with me and I can take care of you?
No, Mother, I'm fine.
You are not fine. Your lungs were damaged from all that smoke, and you've got a very painful-looking lump on your head.
Neither of which is serious.
But you still need your rest, and if you come home with me, then I can make sure for myself that you are all right.
I appreciate the offer, I really do. But I'm not a good roommate. I am very particular and set in my ways. And I get that from you.
If you come home with me, I'll make you that oxtail soup.
Oh, you're resorting to bribery now?
Whatever works.
It did work when I was a kid.
I remember.
But I'm older and wiser now, and I'm going home, and that is final.
If that's how you feel about it, I won't say another word. Joe, can you help me do something?
Sure, Alice, what can I do for you?
Well, Winston is in Syracuse, and I need someone to come home with me to help me dig out his old tent.
Are you going camping?
Oh, not me. She is.
Excuse me?
My daughter insists upon going back to her damaged apartment instead of coming to my nice, clean home where she could get a mother's care.
Mother, you're exaggerating. Mike said that my apartment is not that bad.
Maybe one of you could help her pitch that tent in what's left of her living room.
Is there something you wish to say, doctors?
Well, it seems to me that...
Be careful, Dr. Scanlon.
Now, don't you go pulling rank on these people.
What I was going to say was I think you should examine where you're going to get the best post-hospital care.
Yeah, a tent would hardly seem preferable to a warm, homey atmosphere.
There is smoke and water damage, but my apartment is not uninhabitable.
Okay, I'll make you a deal. We'll go check out your apartment, and if I approve, you stay. If I don't, you come home with me.
That sounds like a sucker's deal if I've ever heard one.
I think it sounds like a compromise to me.
Yeah, I think it's the most sensible proposition I've ever heard. I think it sounds like an excellent compromise.
Fine, fine. We will go to my place and check it out, but you have to promise to be fair.
Would I be anything else?
No comment.
Let me do the honors. It's not every day I get to push my boss around.
I wish I was bye.
Hey, it's Dr. Richie Rich.
Knock it off, Lark. You're here to work, not mouth off.
Just making conversation.
Don't bother. I can't avoid you at the house, but stay out of my way here at the hospital.
With pleasure. And you can feel free to do the same for me. I don't advertise that I'm Frank's foster kid. I really don't want everybody to know I'm a ward of the state.
You're lucky you weren't incarcerated by the state.
Here we go again. Hasn't anyone ever told you that repetition is dull as dirt?
Well, lucky for me, entertaining you isn't a priority. I have work to do.
She is such a geek.
Don't be dumb, kid.
What, are you going to start ragging on me, too?
Who do you think is going to sign off that you've completed your community services satisfactorily?
Whoever.
No, not whoever. If any of us, and that includes Julie, decide that you're not doing your job, you're right back in front of the judge.
You wouldn't.
Don't count on our goodwill, because Julie's is just about up, and well, I never had any.
Dog, yoo-hoo, dinner is ready.
Oh, something smells great. I thought you said you were cooking.
No, I did not say I was cooking.
You said because of your recent financial woes that we shouldn't be eating out so often.
Well, that's right. That's what we're not doing. I mean, what we're having is leftovers from yesterday's takeout. I know it seems drastic to have to eat leftovers, but given the situation, we have to make some sacrifices.
We'll muddle through somehow.
That's the spirit.
I'll get it. Hello?
Mark, it's time.
Victor? Time for what?
It's time for everything to stop. I won't stand for it any longer. I'm going to end it now.
Victor, what are you talking about? Victor, listen to me. Are you in your room? Is there a nurse there? Are you alone?
Doc? What? What is it?
Something's wrong with my father.
Who is it?
Grace, it's Chris. Open up.
Chris, what are you doing here?
Where's Dr. Harmon?
He's gone. What's going on?
Grace, this is Federal Marshal. He's here.
Where'd he go?
Matt said it wouldn't be safe for me to know. He said he'll call you as soon as he finds a safe house.
Call me?
You or one of the other marshals? Wasn't that right?
Right. Thanks for your help.
Drop it, Bobby! Drop it!
Or I will blow you away right where you stay. Put your hands on top of your head. Slow. And lock your fingers. You know the drill. You've been there before.
Yeah, well, never with you on the other side of the gun.
Matt, what the hell are you doing? This is a Federal Marshal.
Shut up, Chris. Kick the gun over to Grace, Bobby. Pick it up, Grace.
Careful, baby, it bites.
Give it to me, Grace. Search him. Don't get any ideas. This gun is pointed right at you.
Get on with it.
Matt, look, I really don't think you understand what you're doing here.
I'm very anxious to hear what you have to say, Chris, later. Anything, Grace?
Uh-huh.
Check his left ankle.
It's a walking arsenal.
Get down on your knees. I don't want you to get any ideas about running off. Get down on your knees.
Matt, you can't go around pulling guns on a U.S. Marshal.
Oh, did you tell him you were a marshal?
I showed him my badge. He was eager to help.
Bobby. Impersonating an officer of the law, what would the family think? He's not a marshal, Chris. He's a killer. And he's my older brother. So, big brother, after all these years, it's finally over.
It's still ringing.
Well, have you ever had trouble getting through before?
No, never. They've been fine.
Hello?
Yes, this is Kevin Collins. I've been calling for 20 minutes.
Yes, I'm sorry. We have an emergency on the floor.
Did it involve my father?
No, he's resting.
No, he isn't resting. He just called me.
Are you sure?
I know my father's voice, and would you please go check on him?
Just a moment.
What did they say?
They said he's resting comfortably. I asked her to go check on him.
Well, good. I'm sure he's all right, though, Doc. You know, he probably just wanted to hear your voice before he fell asleep.
No, he sounded confused.
Dr. Collins?
Yes, I'm here. What?
I can't find your father. He's not in his room.
Then where would he be?
Notified security, and we started a search. I'm sure he's here
Now,
somewhere.
you listen to me. You find my father, and you find him now.
We said there weren't no home like a raft after all. Other places do seem so cramped and smothery, but a raft don't. You feel mighty free and easy and comfortable on a raft. He's asleep. He tried to get out of bed earlier, but got kind of woozy, so I helped him get back in.
Did you call a nurse?
He asked me not to. Said it wasn't anything to get worried about, probably his medication.
Next time, why don't you just call a nurse anyway, okay?
It's just a thought. But it looks like orthostatic hypotension. My mother has the same condition. But next time I'll call a nurse.
Hey. You sure are knowledgeable for a volunteer.
Well, I'm a pre-med student at PCU. I wanted to get some first-hand experience. I'm Chloe.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Jake Marshak.
Maybe you can help me out. I know Harvard Med is a great school, but my parents keep pushing for Cornell University because it's closer to home. What do you think?
Big brother Bobby taught me everything. How to run numbers, how to hotwire cars, how to sell merchandise that accidentally fell off the back of delivery trucks.
You liked it. You thought you were a big man instead of a little punk.
You were a criminal?
Shocking, isn't it, Chris? Bobby and I were sent to deliver a message to a guy named Doherty. He was trying to welch on some gambling debts.
He was beating the family for money.
But we got there early. And Bobby here said there was going to be a little change of plans. We were going to kill Doherty. Send a message.
But you chickened out.
I suddenly realized this was more than just swiping stuff off the docks. This was killing a man in cold blood. I didn't want to go through with it.
You were gutless. You even tried to warn him.
Didn't work. Bobby killed him instead. Before I could do anything, that's when I stopped idolizing my big brother. I decided to get out of that life. I went to our father. I begged him to let me go. I swore I'd never testify against the family.
You're a liar. I spent years in prison because of what you said at the trial.
I would never have testified if you didn't shoot me in the back. But I decided I was never going to give you the chance to come after me again.
But I'm here. Right.
Not for long. Grace, call the police.
Can we trust them?
We don't have a choice.
Not so fast, baby. You didn't think I'd come here on a job this important without backup, did you?
Orthostatic hypotension.
Who?
The patient 614. This, volunteer named Chloe suggested it.
Really? Because there's an orderly named Larry that thinks it's a viral infection, so maybe we should just go with the test results?
Yeah, look, she is pre-med, okay?
She impressed you?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, really?
Not like that, okay? Look, I'm not even ready for something like that.
Yeah, then explain that smile on your face.
I thought she was nice, okay? So don't make a big deal out of it.
You say so, but, you know, you should probably wipe that grin off your face.
Okay. I'll get it. Officer, come on in. Good evening. Have a seat. So, have you had any word?
Not yet, Dr. Collins. I've checked with the hospitals. No one has been brought in who matches your father's description. Do you have that picture?
Oh, yeah, I do, right here. There you go.
Is this a current photograph?
Yes, it is.
You said your father seemed confused earlier. Could he be considered a danger to himself or others?
No, he's not dangerous at all. He's just a very sweet man.
Yes, but his judgment's impaired.
Does your father have only particular places he likes to go in Port Charles?
Well, ever since he's come to Port Charles, he's only been in a few places. He's stayed at GH, at Forest Hills, and, of course, the place he disappeared from. I don't know where else he would even want to go.
I'll canvass the area surrounding those places and let you know what I find.
I think I'll come with you.
It's probably better that you wait here. My experience when elderly people get lost is that they eventually find their way back home.
Doc, you know what? I think he's right. You know, if Victor does show up here, he's going to need you here.
Yeah. Would you call me as soon as you hear anything?
Will do.
Okay. Thank you, officer, for coming by.
Good night.
Good night.
could he be?
You'd say anything to save your hide.
All right, smart guy. Why don't you call your good friend Dr. Burgess?
Well, despite your efforts, Ellen's fine. Mike pulled her out of the fire.
That's right. She was due to be released tonight.
That's yesterday's news. Today's a very different story.
No.
He's lying.
You're not important enough for me to lie to.
You better be lying. Because if you have hurt Ellen, I will kill you right.
Maybe you ought to call the good doctor's apartment before you do something foolish. See who answers the phone. If you need the number, I got it right here in my coat pocket.
I got it. Hello?
Who is it?
No. Hi, Serena. Yeah? Oh, that is so sweet of you. Yeah? No, I'll tell Sigmund and I will tell Doc. Yes. Okay. Listen, you better go to bed too, okay? All righty. You have the bestest, most wonderful, sweet dreams, okay? All right. Nighty-night, night, sweet pea. Okay. Bye-bye. Well, that was Serena. Obviously, she wanted me to just tell you to sleep tight and not let the bed bugs bite.
Is it that late?
No, Doc, it's not that late, really. It's just, you know, little girls have their certain bedtimes they have to go by.
Where's Victor going to sleep tonight?
Oh, Doc, don't do that, okay? I'm sure he's all right. He probably just got a little bored and wandered off from the hospital.
Lucy, this is my fault. I've been neglecting him.
No, you haven't. That's not true at all. You've given your best to Victor.
No, I brought him all the way over here from France, and I've shuttled him from one institution to another.
Well, that's just because you were getting him the very best care.
Some care. At Forest Hills, he was almost killed in an explosion. At this place, they can't even keep track of him. They let him go wandering all over the landscape.
But you brought him back to give him a better life and to be with you.
I failed miserably.
No, you haven't. Listen to me. You have had a billion things going on in your life these past few months. Give yourself a break.
I'll get it. Hello? Yes, this is Kevin Collins. At GH. Right. We'll be right there.
GH?
Yeah, he's GH. Let's just go.
Hey, Dr. Marshak.
Hey, Chloe. Why don't you call me Jake, okay? Your shift's over.
Yeah, you?
Oh, just about. How was your first day?
Good. What am I saying? Every time I think about being a part of all this, it's a rush.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Well, it's not like what you do, the whole healing thing.
Well, you're gonna be in the healing business soon enough anyway, right?
I can't wait.
I thought maybe you and I would go get a cup of coffee. We talk about your diagnosis with the Harper kid. I mean, if you're too busy, it's okay.
No, I would love to. I just can't hang out very long. I have an exam and I have to start studying.
All right, well, maybe some other time, you know.
Well, a woman has to have some fun. All work and no play makes Chloe bounce off the walls.
Well, let me finish up here. I'll sign out and we'll be off.
Sounds great. It's ringing.
Yeah.
Let me talk to Ellen.
Who's this?
It's Dr. Harmon.
We've been waiting for your call. Dr. Harmon wants to say hi.
Matt, are you all right?
Ellen, what's happened? Who's with you right now?
My mother is here.
That's enough.
Bobby, you let them go. Right now. I will splatter what little brains you have all over this room.
Matt, no.
For God's sakes, Matt. All right. I'm getting up now. My knees are sore. And we have a trade to discuss.
I see. I let you go and you let them go. Is that the deal?
3 for 1? I don't think so.
Well, what's the deal, Bobby? What's the deal?
Simple. Your life for theirs.
This is Kevin Newman.
And Lisa McCree. Tomorrow we continue our Oscar countdown, and Emmy-nominated actress Susan Lucci is here.
Plus, your pet's spring vet checklist. That's all tomorrow, and Good Morning America.